Lynch was chaos.
Hell
Beast
yeah.
mode turned routine runs into highlight reel plays.
Damn
left
right.
Defenders on the
My
ground
favorite running back.
and triggered a literal
Earthquake. My
Lynch
favorite
never had
running
much
back.
to say in interviews. He let his game do all the talking. However, in the biggest moment of his career, the Seahawks didn't put the ball in his hands. So, how good
Like a
was
fucking
Marshawn
clowns.
Lynch actually? At Oakland Tech High School, Lynch ran for over 1,700 yards and 23 touchdowns his senior year alone. And that was while also playing defensive back, kick returner, and occasionally even quarterback. Coaches knew he was different.
You don't want people to let him down. So it's hard to get inside that zone with him. If you can get in that little zone and that little shell, you're good. He'll love you for the rest of your life. But if you let him down,
Calm down.
he holds grudges.
Teammates
Breathe.
couldn't believe what they were seeing, and recruiters were lining up from all over the country. But the five-star number 2 running back in the nation decided to keep
Number
it close
2?
to home, choosing to stay
Who
in
the
the
fuck is
Bay
number
Area
1?
and commit to the University of California, Berkeley. As a true freshman, he wasn't even the starting running back. But that didn't stop him from averaging 8.8 yards per carry on limited touches. And by his sophomore year, he was the guy. Lynch racked up 1,246 rushing yards, helped Cal finish with 10 wins, and proved he could carry an offense on his back, just like he did in high school. But it was his junior year that the legend of beast mode truly began.
Hell
That
yeah.
year, he ran for 1,356 yards and 11 touchdowns, while also putting up 328 receiving yards. Lynch led Cal to a share of the Pac-10 title, and he was named Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year.
Hell
but stats
yeah.
alone don't capture the way Marshawn played. He ran through defenders like they owed him money. He dragged
Typical.
piles. He stiff-armed cornerbacks into
Bro,
another's...
how was he doing that shit though, bruh? Bro, this man Marshawn will drag you. He will drag you with him to the fucking touchdown, my nigga. Not going down, just dragging your ass, my nigga. I'm like, bro, I had to make my favorite, bro. He's so good.
And in one of his most legendary college football moments, he stole the injury cart and joyroded around the field after a game-winning overtime touchdown. He had all the swagger, all the game, and more importantly, he was ready for the NFL. So come
That
draft
boy
night,
Marshawn
didn't have to wait long.
Lynch.
With the 12th
Of course.
overall pick, the Buffalo Bills called it.
Tying up. He may not a 12th overall pick caliber. I have no 12th overall pick. I was a little like jet at the time. I didn't even realize. I wasn't even paying attention. I was too much watching cartoons. You got my favorite running back at 12th overall pick? I think he's like 1 and 2.
Name.
With the 12th pick in the 2007 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Marshawn Lynch, University of California.
They were fresh off a disappointing season and needed a new face for the franchise, someone who could carry the load after the departure of Willis McGahee. But here's the thing. Buffalo wasn't Oakland. It wasn't California. It wasn't even close. Marshawn,
close.
a West Coast kid through and through, landed in a city where it snowed like
Snowed
crazy.
like
The
fucking-
media was intense, and the people were, well, a little different.
What's up? We're gonna go celebrate all the shit. All right, we go down to a bar, and they had a Confederate flag hanging there. I'm like, damn, what kind of American flag is this? That's a Confederate flag. What is that? So I'm trying to, hey, let me get some Hennessy. They looking at me like,
Still, he came out swinging his rookie season. In his very first NFL game, he ran for over 90 yards and a touchdown. And
Boy.
this season,
Hey man, not a lot of people know about the Confederate flag and this shit. That's Marshawn Lynch a clown. Bro, you see that Confederate flag, bro, you might as well get out of there, bro. No point in stinging that puss ass shit.
it was clear this
Fuck
rookie
them niggas.
wasn't normal. He had the vision to hit cutbacks, the strength to shed linebackers, and the toughness to take 20-plus carries a game without slowing down. In Week 10 against the Bengals, he dropped a 153-plus carries a game without slowing down. In Week 10 against the Bengals,
When
he
niggas
dropped
do
a
this to you, bruh,
153-yard,
they sizing
one-touchdown
you.
performance, and even threw a 16-yard touchdown pass on top of it. But just a week later, Marshawn suffered an ankle injury that kept him out for 3 games. However, that
Straight.
just makes his season stats all the more wild.
No
Over
cap.
250 touches,
Straight.
1,115
I'ma
rushing
drag-
yards,
I'ma
and
drag
7
y'all with
total
me anyways.
touchdowns.
Fuck wrong
Only
with y'all.
Adrian Peterson outrushed him among rookies.
Adrian!
He led his
He's my
play
second
do
favorite.
all the
Adrian
talking,
Peterson, bro.
while other young stars
This nigga Adrian Baldhead Peterson. This nigga's a fucking demon.
chased headlines, Marshawn kept a low profile. He wasn't flashy in the media, but on the field, he was quietly becoming one of the most dominant
Get
backs in
off me,
football.
nigga.
Heading into the 2008 season, Buffalo's offense was all over the place. The O-line was shaky, and the passing game was inconsistent at best.
Oh, just look at that and they just show it.
But even with
And then
teams
show me this
game
shit.
planning around him, Marshawn still racked up over 1,000 rushing yards for the second straight season, finishing with 1,036 yards and 9 total touchdowns. That made him just the third player in Bills history to start his career with back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons.
You listen to
joining
Cole,
legends
somebody who
Joe
used to-
Cribbs and Thurman Thomas.
somebody who
And
used to
league
the
started
Heat.
to take notice as Lynch earned his first Pro Bowl selection. But despite that, the cracks were starting to show. The Bills finished 7-9 after starting 5-1, and Marshawn's frustration grew. Off the field,
But he can't do
trouble
everything
was brewing,
himself?
too. In June 2008, he was involved in
Oh.
a hit-and-run incident that led to a misdemeanor charge and the NFL taking a closer look at his behavior.
New York police have subpoenaed 3 players with the Buffalo Bills to testify about a hit-and-run accident involving running back Marshawn Lynch's SUV. Police spent about 90 minutes at the team's practice facility trying to get players to talk to them, but say no one is being very cooperative.
And before the 2009 season, things continued to get worse. In March, Lynch was suspended for the first 3 games of the season after pleading guilty to a weapons charge.
He expected to get suspended for some time for the upcoming regular season, and that prophecy became reality Thursday as the league announced he has received a 3-game sit-down for 2009.
That gave another Bills running back, Fred Jackson, a chance to take over, and Jackson balled out. And by the time Marshawn returned in Week 4, the dynamic had shifted. Fred Jackson had won over the locker room, the coaching staff, and the fans.
Aye.
And while Lynch still got touches, he never quite got his job back.
Oh,
He
yeah?
was still powerful,
He's
still hard to tackle,
I'm
still
gonna leave them.
respected. But Buffalo
I'm-
didn't seem interested in building around him anymore.
I'm gonna
So
go somewhere.
when
I'm
the
gonna go somewhere. I'm
Seattle
gonna go
Seahawks
dog
called
out.
on October 5th,
Hell
2010,
yeah.
they
Fuck
were
on
quick to
Bills,
pick up
nigga.
the
Suck my
phone.
dick.
The Bills sent
That's
Lynch
how
to
they said.
Seattle for just a 4th and 5th round pick.
You all right? They gonna learn. They gonna learn.
Finally found a home for Marshawn Lynch. The runner is headed across the country. He's going to be handling the chances in Seattle.
Pete Carroll was building a young, scrappy, physical
They
team,
finna learn.
and Marshawn fit that identity like a glove.
They
His
finna
first few
learn.
games with the
Oh, bro,
Seahawks
you-
were solid,
bro,
but
you
quiet.
running-
He wasn't dropping
you went right
150
through
yard
them
stat
shits.
lines yet.
Hey!
Behind the scenes,
Tie it up, Marshawn.
He wasn't dropping
Not against my
150
favorite. Not against my.
stat
Not against.
lines
Not against my
yet.
Ravens.
But behind the scenes, something
Fuck.
was brewing. He was running angry again, running with
Damn right,
purpose.
because they
And
sized
more
him.
importantly, Seattle embraced the chaos that came with Marshawn. The media shyness, the grills, the way he was unapologetically himself. Seattle didn't care. They
Damn
wanted
right.
a bruising downhill back who could run through a brick wall.
Fuck
And
wrong
despite
Buffalo.
finishing 7-9 in 2010, the Seahawks still made the playoffs thanks to a terrible NFC West. And in Lynch's first postseason game ever, everything changed.
Crowd silent now.
I'm gonna make a fucking earthquake. Fuck you mean. Get off me. Earthquake City, nigga. Earthquake, nigga. Earthquake, nigga. I'm gonna make an earthquake. I'm gonna make an earthquake.
This wasn't just beast mode. This was a beast quake, because Seattle fans went so crazy, they generated enough noise to register on the Richter scale. Marshawn Lynch had finally found his home, and the rest of the league had no idea what was coming. In 2011, Marshawn finished with 1,204 rushing yards,
Fuck wrong
12
with
rushing
Bills, man.
touchdowns, and an 11-game touchdown streak. Every week, Lynch was must-see TV. Stiff arms into the dirt, Skittles, celebrations on the sideline.
Ever since high school, Marshawn Lynch's mom always gave him a pack of Skittles that he eats during the game after
Feed
touchdowns.
the beast.
There you go.
Or an explosive run that left defenders grabbing air. The
Okay,
Seahawks
but like,
weren't
bro,
great.
they could've- they
finished
can't catch,
7-9
bro.
for a second year in a row, but you could feel something coming. And in 2012, their push over the
Russell
hump came in the form of
Wilson.
rookie quarterback Russell Wilson.
With the 75th pick in the 2012 NFL draft.
He said it was.
The Seattle Seahawks select Russell Wilson, quarterback, Wisconsin.
But while Wilson brought excitement, Marshawn was still the engine of the team, and that engine was roaring. Lynch racked up 1,590 rushing yards, 11 rushing touchdowns, an all-pro first team, and a career-high
Dumbass Buffalo.
5.0 yards per carry. He had 10
Yeah, I can't
games
even
with
play
over
for y'all
100
niggas,
rushing
man.
yards, and his bruising
Fuck.
style wore down defenses week after week. In Seattle, they were starting to look scary. Their defense, the Legion of Boom, was maturing into one of the best in football. So, unsurprisingly, the Seahawks finished 11-5 and earned a wild card spot. In the playoffs, Lynch took his game to another level, rushing for 132 yards and a touchdown in a comeback win against Washington before Seattle suffered a narrow loss to Atlanta. But finally, the Seahawks had a winning season and showed that they were for real in the postseason. And if there was any doubt, they quickly cleared that up in the 2013 season. Seattle won their division for the first time since 2007, finishing 13-3 behind a smothering defense and a bruising offense built around none other than Beast Mode.
Beast Mode himself.
CDW is building seamless and secure Cisco solutions.
Wilson made plays, but Marshawn won games. When they needed a clock chewer, he delivered. When they needed a big run on 3rd and short, he bullied through it. And when they needed someone to carry the load in bad weather or hostile stadiums, it was always the same guy, number 24.
They ain't stopping number 24,
against the Saints, Lynch had 140 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Then, just a week later,
did he even retire jerseys in NFL? No, right?
Against the Niners. Marshawn Lynch and the Seattle Seahawks were headed to the Super Bowl. And while Lynch played well, scoring a touchdown, it was the Legion of Boom that stole the show, forcing a safety, 4 turnovers, including a pick 6 by Malcolm Smith, and holding Peyton Manning's high-powered offense to just 1 touchdown in a 43-8 blowout. And when the confetti fell, Beast Mode was a Super Bowl champ. And you didn't have to be a Seahawks fan to love Beast Mode. He was the walking embodiment of everything fans loved about football. Violent, physical, no-nonsense running, mixed with just enough swag to keep things fun. And in 2014, Marshawn gave us the full experience. He finished the season with 1,306 rushing yards, a career-high 13 rushing touchdowns, plus 4 receiving TDs. And he even gave us a little Beast Quake 2.0 action in Week 16 against the Cardinals, where the NFL fined him for grabbing his crotch during his celebration.
He did it. He did it first Beast Quake. NFL need to stop banning shit.
Again, in the NFC Championship against the Packers, Seattle was down big. But Marshawn sparked the comeback, blasting off a 24-yard go-ahead touchdown late in the 4th. Seattle eventually won in overtime, and they were headed back to the Super Bowl for the 2nd straight year. This time, they would have to face Tom Brady's Patriots. And in all...
This stupid fucking coach. Why would you not give Marshawn the ball? You form a team around this guy. And y'all in the Super Bowl 4th and goal? Y'all ain't gonna go right in front of the end zone. Y'all decided to throw the ball pick instead of giving Marshawn Lynch the fucking rock, my nigga. What the fuck?
All the Super Bowl week media festivities, Marshawn stole the show in a way only he can, by doing a press conference where he said, well, nothing, except for one now famous line.
I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined.
You got a Gucci
boot back. Seahawks were trying to go back-to-back. Late in the 4th quarter, down 28-24, Seattle was driving. Russell Wilson hit Jermaine Kearse on a Miracle Circus catch to get to the 5-yard line. Lynch had already rushed for 102.
Like, get the man the fucking ball!
All he needed was one more carry, one more yard. The game and a second ring was right there.
Right there!
The Seahawks didn't give it to him. Maybe they were trying to catch the defense off guard. Maybe they didn't like the look the defense was giving.
Richard Sherman, like, what the fuck?
Spreading credit, letting Wilson be the hero instead of Marshawn. Whatever the reason, they took the ball out of the hands of the most dominant short yardage back in the NFL in the biggest moment of the season.
You see the reaction from everybody, and then as I'm going back to the sideline, and as I hear this, I take my helmet off and I go right to Pete Carroll's face, and I'm talking about I hit his with the biggest. You laughed in his face?
Damn right.
You could tell it hurt him. That moment shook the locker room. The team lost its edge, and Marshawn's relationship with the organization was never quite the same. By 2015, the wear and tear started to have an impact on his body. He dealt with back issues in Week 3. Then came hamstring problems. Then a sports hernia that required surgery in late November. In total, he played just 7 games.
What do you expect? He dogging niggas.
And true to
he
form,
running through niggas. Nigga, he trucking niggas, bruh.
No,
right.
Marshawn
Give me some wear and tear on the man body.
On Twitter during the Super Bowl of his cleats hanging from a power line. No caption, no explanation, just a peace sign emoji. That was it. Beast Mode was gone. Or so we thought. In April 2017,
With the
word
Raiders.
broke that Lynch was coming out of retirement, but not just for any team. He was coming back for his hometown Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
At age 31, a year away from football, expectations were mixed.
Nigga, he was still dogging niggas too.
Or was this just a
My
nostalgia?
nigga, he was still dogging
He still
niggas.
had plenty of gas.
He was still dogging niggas, bro. He came back and still dogging y'all
Still
niggas.
had plenty of gas in the tank. Marshawn played in 15 games, racked up 891 rushing
Like,
yards,
bro.
7 touchdowns, 4.3 yards per carry.
He came back and
Just
still
like old
dogged
times, he
y'all.
brought the fire. He still trucked defenders. He still stiff-armed linebackers.
Like, bruh.
He even gave us a little show on the sideline. But 2017 wasn't smooth sailing for the Raiders. After a surprise 12-win season in 2016, the team collapsed to 6-10. The offense was inconsistent.
Still though,
Derek Carr battled injuries, and head coach Jack Del Rio was fired after the season. A year later, injuries once again came back to bite.
Hey, man,
in
that-
Week 6 against the Seahawks,
Let's do it.
ironically, his
He
former
still showed
team,
up.
Marshawn suffered a groin injury that just wouldn't heal. He was placed on injured reserve, ending his season early. And with the Raiders set to move to Las Vegas the next year, this was officially the end for Marshawn, right? Well, after not playing football for over a year, Marshawn got a call. In Week 16, both of Seattle's top running backs, Chris Carson and C.J. Prosise, went down with season-ending injuries. And this was a team that was flying high. Russell Wilson was playing at an MVP level, and the team was gearing up for another deep playoff run. But the Seahawks were out of options. They needed someone who knew the playbook, someone who could handle the moment, someone the locker
I know he
room
came back
believed.
for Seahawks.
Enter
I know he
beast
came
mode.
back.
The whole city lit up. Didn't matter that he was 33. Didn't matter that he hadn't played in a while. Marshawn brought something different. A vibe, a toughness, a belief. In his first game back, he scored a touchdown that made Seattle go crazy. In the wild card game against the Eagles, he bulldozed his way into the end zone. And in the post-game press conference, instead of the usual beast mode silence, he dropped one of the most unexpectedly thoughtful moments of his career.
So while y'all at it right now, take care of y'all bodies, you know what I mean? Don't take care of y'all chicken. You feel me? Don't take care of y'all mentals.
Basically, a message for younger players to protect their health and their wealth. Unfortunately, the divisional round game against the Packers the following week would end up being Lynch's final NFL appearance. And once again, there was no parade, no big announcement, he just walked off. And if you look at the numbers, Marshawn had a great career. 10,413.
Like, bro, this man comes back and dogs y'all, my nigga.
85 rushing touchdowns, 5 Pro Bowls, 1 Super Bowl win. But if you stop there, you've completely missed the point. He brought a rare energy to the field, a controlled chaos.
Get off
Every
me,
time
nigga.
he touched the ball, it felt like something.
Yeah, nigga, I got
talented and
oil on me.
beautiful was
Yeah,
about to
nigga,
happen.
drag that
He
hummer.
ran through defenders. He set the tone. He imposed
Oh,
his will.
man,
Many
Marshawn, man. I'm
argue
glad
his
he's a Super
legacy
Bowl
would have
winner,
been
bro.
greater if the Seahawks ran
Just
instead
gave
of
him the
throwing
fucking
on the
ball.
1-yard line, and Marshawn
He had
that
2
second
rings.
Super Bowl win. But here's the thing. That play didn't tarnish his legacy.
Damn, no,
If
it
anything,
didn't.
made it stronger.
It
Because
tarnished
everyone knew
their
if
legacy.
they had handed it to Marshawn Lynch, they would have won that game.
Everybody know
He
that
did
shit.
business on the football field.
Everybody know that
He
shit.
does in real life too. He now has business ventures ranging from his beast mode apparel line to co-owning the Seattle Kraken and Bay Area Panthers, plus investments in cannabis, a food restaurant in Oakland, a film production company, and he's even appeared in 2 movies. That's
It's gonna be some days I take it slow. When I pick it up, I'm bound to hit the road. I'ma tell you how it go. I'ma turn a bit into a low. Nigga, I could turn a bronze into a gold. I'ma tell you how it go.